All right.
Good afternoon, you may be seated. This is the time set for the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for September 26, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the 1st of this month will apply to all matters on this calendar. I am Commissioner Dyer, and before we get started, there are a few things that I want to explain to you before as to how we will be proceeding. I am going to be calling each of you up to the podium one by one, where I will ask you for your first and last name and your date of birth. I will then tell you why you were here and whether or not an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I will then let you know what your future court dates will be. Then I will let you know what your bond will be if you are eligible for bond and what your release conditions are. Some of you may have some questions while I'm providing this advisement. I would ask that you please hold your questions until I complete that advisement. Do not interrupt me. I will give you an opportunity to ask your questions after I complete the advisement. You are also cautioned against speaking about your case. Anything that you say here, because this is a recorded proceeding, could be used against you. Your questions should only be directed towards your release conditions. So the first person that I'm going to call to the podium is Gabriel Tapia Aguilar and Roslyn Dacella. If you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. Mr. Aguilar, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
My first and last name is Tapia Aguilar, and then my first name is Gabriel, and then my date of birth is November 2nd, 2005.
Thank you. At this time, I do know that the alleged victims are present, so I am going to provide the victim rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with the case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, and to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing your loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Okay.
Mr. Tapia Aguilar, you are here today on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. Sir, did you remember I literally just said, please do not interrupt me?
Okay.
I barely got a sentence out and you're already trying to interrupt me.
All right, now I get it. Thank you.
You are here today because you were charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, and 1 count of assault with intent to injure, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to both charges, and I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. Before I go any further, I did review a victim impact statement, and I do understand that the alleged victim would like to be heard at this time, so I'm going to pause to allow for that to happen. If you would like to tell me anything, now is the time for you to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Adrian Takeda, I'm his brother here. We've been living together in the same apartment for the past couple months. I'm mental health first aid certified in the state of Kansas, and part of that certification was to help my brother deal with his diagnosis and situation. I want to emphasize that, the only reason law enforcement was called in this situation is because of us not being able to have access to meds and kind of what the situation transpired into. I think it's sad that we live in a system where society only gets to see the worst side of people. And I think in this situation, especially with my brother's diagnosis into account, it really is a different side of him. It's not my brother, it's not who he is. And when he is grounded and stable and he's, on his medication, he's the nicest person. He's the most gentle, most kind person in the world. He's doing his part to be a contributing member to society, and today was just kind of a perfect storm of elevation and not having medication. He currently had an appointment scheduled with the primary care this Tuesday at 10 a.m. to be able to get back on medication, fully funded by Access. We were just struggling to find a doctor to prescribe him the medication that he needs. And so, again, you know, if we were able to de-escalate this on our own, that's kind of where we would be right now, is somewhere for mental health, not the court. But unfortunately, for my own safety, I took the safer route.
Thank you. So, unfortunately, Mr. Tapia Aguilar, you were on felony release at the time that these alleged offenses occurred. And so I don't have a choice, according to Arizona law, when you are on felony release, and if you come in on another alleged felony offense, you're not eligible for bond at the time of your initial appearance hearing.
When is bond eligible?
So I scheduled an evidentiary hearing for you for October 3rd at 1:30, and at that time, bond can be addressed. So I don't have a choice.
Could I request free trial services?
I don't have a choice under Arizona law.
Yeah.
You have to be held not bondable today.
Okay, so how long?
October 3rd, Your Honor, would I be able to be present for that and then pay a potential bond that would be issued for him?
You are entitled to come to all of his hearings as the alleged victim. Okay. And I believe that Victim Services will provide you with the information well, you will hear the court date, but they will provide you the information of where that hearing will occur, so you will know where to go on that date and time. But he will also have a status conference hearing. Before the evidentiary hearing, you will have a hearing on October 2nd at 8:30. After your evidentiary hearing, you'll have a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. So, as of today, I cannot order bond for you under Arizona law. So this takes care of everything that I have to talk to you about. I know that you had something that you wanted to say. I am again going to remind you that you should not talk about the facts of your case. If you want to talk to me about your release conditions, that's fine. So is there anything that you still wanted to say?
No, I was just going to request free child services. I know someone mentioned that would help me out, but
they probably told you that without understanding what is permissible under the law.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so if you have no other questions for me, if you will please step to your left, the officer will step to your left.
All right.
Or step to your left and the officer will give you your paperwork. And I'm not sure, I don't know what your name is, sir, but
Adrian.
you are free to leave at this time. We have concluded his matter. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Dosella, or Ms. Dosella, if you will please come to the podium. And Mr. Modick, if you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. Ma'am, can you please tell me your first and last name and your date of birth?
Rosalind Dosla, 12/29/93.
You are here today on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of burglary in the 3rd degree, a class 5 felony. I did find probable cause. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. You do have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30, a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. Because you were on felony release at the time that these alleged offenses occurred, you are not eligible for bond today, so I did have to schedule an evidentiary hearing for you for October 3rd at 1:30. This pretty much takes care of everything that I have to advise you of at this time. If you have no questions for me, if you will please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
I just want to know, do you know if I will be released? Because I do have a court case coming up Tuesday for my kids again on the reservation.
So what I just advised you of is that because you were on felony release at the time that these alleged offenses occurred, you're not eligible for bond today.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not being released today because you're not eligible for bond. You will have an evidentiary hearing on October 3rd at 1:30 to address the issue of bond.
So I can't be released? Or I am?
I'm not sure what part you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just.
So what is it that you don't understand? Because I've told you twice.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That you're not eligible for bond, so you cannot be released.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, if you will please step to your left.
Sorry.
Mr. Modick, will you please come to the podium, and Raylan Jean, if you will please have a seat in the chair by the door. Hello, sir. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Yeah, Marcus Anthony Modic in 33188.
You are here today because a warrant was issued when you failed to appear for a court date. An attorney was already appointed to represent you in this matter. You have a status conference hearing on October 6th at 8:30. Your warrant has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. If you are able to post bond, you must appear for your court date. I'm affirming prior release conditions, which include that you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate any contact with the alleged victim, and you cannot possess any weapons. Failure to comply with your release conditions or failing to appear for your court date would result in the loss of any bond that you post. A warrant would issue for your arrest and additional bond would be imposed.
I've been in custody this whole time. I didn't miss the court date. They had transferred me to Pinal County, and I was in Pinal County going through probation court over there. So I'm completely blindsided by this.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and have you have a seat so that I can go and look into things a little more. Right now, I just have the information that's in front of me, so I'll have to do a little digging. I will call you back at the end of the calendar.
Thank you.
Raylan Jean, if you'll please come to the podium. And Sebastian Zaragoza, if you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Raylan Jean, 3/1991.
You are here today because you have two warrants out of Coconino County Superior Court. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in both matters. You will have an arraignment hearing on October 1st at 8:30. Each of your warrants has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. So your total secured appearance bond between the two cases is $10,000. If you are able to post bond, you must appear for your court date. Failure to do so would result in the loss of any bond that you post. Warrants would again issue for your arrest, and additional bonds could be imposed. This takes care of everything that I needed to talk to you about today. If you have no questions for me, if you'll please step to your left, officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Mr. Zaragoza, will you please come to the podium? Mr. Alvarado Franco, if you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. Hello, sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Yes, Juan Sebastian Zaragoza, October 26, 2000.
You are here today on a new case. You were charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of criminal damage, a class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to all 3 charges, and I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. If you are able to post bond, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot initiate any contact with the alleged victims, and you cannot possess any weapons. If there are any orders of protection or orders against harassment that have been issued, you must comply with those orders. You cannot reside at the same location as the alleged victim. You are permitted one civil standby with local law enforcement to assist you in collecting your essential belongings. You are cautioned that if you violate the no victim contact order in this case, you could be charged with aggravated harassment, which is a class 6 felony. Failure to comply with your release conditions or failing to appear for your court dates will result in the loss of any bond that you post. A warrant would issue for your arrest, and additional bond could be imposed. This takes care of everything that I needed to talk to you about this afternoon. If you have no questions for me, if you'll please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
I just have one question. So will I be going home today, like through paper?
If you are able to post bond, you can be released. If you're not able to post bond, then you will be seen on October 2nd for a status conference hearing.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Mr. Alvarado Franco, will you please come to the podium? And Fazula Hamidi, if you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. So can you state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Jorge Rubiel Alvarado Franco, January 14, 2000.
You are here today on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of disobeying or resisting an order or mandate of the court, a class 1 misdemeanor. You were charged with 1 count of resisting arrest, passive resistance, a class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of failing to obey a police order, a class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to all 3 counts, and I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You have an arraignment hearing on October 1st at 8:30. Prior to the hearing, the court did review a victim impact statement. and the court did consider the alleged victim's concerns and wishes. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. If you are able to post bond, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, you cannot initiate any contact with the alleged victim, and you cannot possess any weapons. There is an order of protection already in place. You must comply with that order. If there's an order against harassment that is subsequently issued, you must comply with that. If you violate the no victim contact order in this case, you could be charged with aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. The court will note for the record that the victim did not request that the court, the victim was not requesting anything be done at this time. However, the court is concerned regarding the alleged violations of the order of protection. And so, given the nature of the information that was provided in the probable cause statement, the court does believe that imposing a secured appearance bond is appropriate in ensuring the safety of the alleged victim as well as the community, as well as considering the serious nature of the offenses for which, and while they are charged as misdemeanors, it is domestic violence in nature, and it does concern the safety of an alleged victim who has previously sought protection via an order of protection. So the court believes that these release conditions are appropriate to ensure the safety of the alleged victim as well as the community. This takes care of everything that I needed to talk to you about today. If you have no questions for me, if you'll please step to your left, officer will give you your paperwork.
So they'll talk to me about the bond?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mr. Marquez, if you'll please come to the podium, and I'm so sorry, Mr. Marquez, if you'll please have a seat in the chair. No, I accidentally called him out of order. Yes. So, Mr. Marquez, if you'll please come into the courtroom, and sir, you can have a seat right there. I'll call you next. Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Miguel Marquez, 8/22/1986.
You are here today because you have a warrant out of West Mesa Justice Court. Due to the nature of the charge, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You will have an arraignment hearing on October 14th at 8:30. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance today. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear for your court date?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you fail to appear for your court date, another warrant will issue for your arrest and a bond will be imposed. I will let you know that the recommended bond for this warrant was $500. I'm giving you an opportunity to go to court and take care of it. If you fail to go to court again and you come back, at a minimum, you're looking at $500.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you have no questions for me, if you will please step to your left, officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Fazula Hamidi, if you'll please come to the podium. And Derek Mays, if you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. Hello, sir. Can you please state your first, last name, and your date of birth?
Yes, ma'am. It's Fazula Frank Hamidi, 11/18/75.
You are here today because you have a probation violation warrant. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. You do have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on October 3rd at 8:30. I am going to release you on your own recognizance today. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, ma'am.
One of the issues, the reason why I'm releasing you on your own recognizance is that the judge that you appear in front of, he notes that you do appear for your other court hearings, but the judge does not understand why you are not checking in with your probation officer. That is what the concern is. And it appears that you did go and you were successful in completing your residential treatment, but you really haven't been maintaining contact with your probation officer, so.
Okay, yes, I'll do that, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So please make sure that you appear for your court date. If you fail to appear for your court date, another warrant will issue, and a bond will likely be imposed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
takes care of everything that I needed to talk to you about today. If you please step to your left, officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Mays, will you please come to the podium? And Jared Lee, if you'll please have a seat in the chair by the door. Hello, sir. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Derek Mays, 0126-2000.
You were here today on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespassing, a class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to both charges. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on October 10th at 8:30, and you'll have a preliminary hearing on October 14th at 8:30. I am inclined to release you to pretrial services, which means that I will release you back into the community, but your release will be supervised by pretrial services. You do have to promise to appear for your court dates. Do you promise to appear for your court dates?
Yes.
You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime is one of the highlighted release conditions. Failures to comply with your release conditions or failing to appear for your court dates will result in a warrant issuing for your arrest, and a bond would be imposed. This takes care of everything that I needed to talk to you about. If you have no questions for me, feel free to step to your left. The officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Lee, will you please come to the podium? Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Gerard Lee, June 3rd, 1995.
You are here today because you have a new case. You were charged with 1 count of burglary in the 3rd degree, a class 5 felony. I did find probable cause, and I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on October 10th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 14th at 8:30. I am inclined to release you to pretrial services, which means I will release you back into the community, but your release will be supervised by pretrial services. You do have to promise to appear for your court dates. Do you promise to appear for your court dates?
Yes, Your Honor.
You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, and you cannot have any contact with your alleged co-defendant. Failure to comply with your release conditions or failing to appear for your court dates would result in a warrant issuing for your arrest, and a bond would be imposed. Do you understand?
Yes.
This takes care of everything that I needed to talk to you about. If you have no questions for me, if you'll please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
I have a question on whether I go to that place for the, what was it called?
So you're going to receive paperwork regarding pretrial services.
Yeah.
But what will be expected of you, who you need to call, when you need to call. Also, your paperwork will tell you where your hearings will be held for your court date.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to look at some information for him. What do you like? We didn't call Hamidi, right? I already called Hamidi. I've called everybody. I'm just brief. I have to call Mr. Modig back. I'm just working. Okay, Mr. Modig, will you please come to the podium? So were you on release when you were picked up for Pinal County?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was not released. No, I was in custody this entire time.
Were you in custody for this matter?
Yes.
So then Pinal County came and took you out of custody?
Correct.
And you were then taken to?
I was there for 3 weeks. And that's the thing, I have another court date with Pinal County.
What you're saying is making sense. I'm trying to just ask some more questions, just to
No,
make sure.
I get it.
Because I'm not trying to overrule another judge's, order. So I'm looking at what's been going on in your case.
I have another court date for Pinal County, October 2nd as well, and you said that then my next court date was the 6th, I believe, so I would miss that one too.
So you're going to get paperwork right now.
Okay.
When we're done, and it's going to have your attorney's phone number on it. I believe that you are permitted to call your attorney.
Yeah.
I am going to be putting some information also on your release conditions so that if something happens, that everybody will know what is going on with you.
Okay.
I am reviewing your, I know what you were going on and that you were subject to some other things. And it looked like your pretrial conference was continued in August, or continued to August. And it looked like your prior release conditions, it looked like they continued to affirm your prior release conditions. Is that your correct recollection of what's going on with you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So what I am going to do is go back to your original release order. And on that original release order, you still had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000.
Yes.
So that release condition or that bond was just affirmed in your warrant for failing to appear. What I'm going to do is include a note for the judge in this matter will know that if you do not appear, it's maybe because you were taken to Pinal County again.
Okay.
Also, your attorney will also know what happened to you, but hopefully between now and before the 2nd, you will have an opportunity to talk to your attorney.
Yeah.
And something can get sorted. So, so you will have your status conference hearing on October 6th at 8:30. As I previously stated, you do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. I'm just affirming what's in the warrant, which was also the original bond that was set at the time that you originally were seen, and affirming all the other prior release conditions. If you will just have a seat, please don't take him back. I have to add some information onto the release, just making notes so that everybody will know what's going on. Okay, can we reprint that? It's ready now. I hope I find it. Okay. Do we have a reason for Rashawn Jones, why he's a house call? Okay. Then Melissa McGowan, date of birth January 29th, 1988, is here on a new case. He's not presently in court due to concerns of self-harm. He was charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to both charges, and I did appoint an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30, a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. He has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $7,500. If he's able to post bond, he cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. He cannot initiate any contact with the alleged victims, and he cannot possess any weapons. He will be advised that if he fails to comply with release conditions or he fails to appear for his court dates, that he will lose whatever bond he has posted. A warrant will issue for his arrest, and additional bond will be imposed. I will meet with Mr. McGowan if any changes are needed. I will do so either on the record or in writing. Joseph Bass, date of birth August 26, 1982, is here on a new case. He is not physically present in court due to the inability to function. He was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 5 felony. I did find probable cause as to both charges, and I did appoint an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. He has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. If he's able to post bond, he cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, and he cannot initiate any contact with the arresting officers, nor can he possess any weapons. If he fails to comply with his release conditions or he fails to appear for his court date, that would result in the loss of any bond that he posts. A warrant would issue for his arrest, and additional bond would be imposed. I will meet with Mr. Bass if any changes are needed. I will do so either on the record or in writing. Mr. Adam Cuddy is here on 1 new case and 1 warrant for failing to appear for a court date. He is not physically present in court due to his inability to follow orders. He was charged with 1 count of using an artifice to facilitate shoplifting, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause as to that charge. I did appoint an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. Because he was on felony release at the time that this alleged offense occurred, he will have an evidentiary hearing on October 3rd at 1:30. I will meet with Mr. Cuddy if any changes are needed. I will do so either, on his warrant for failing to appear for a court date, an attorney was already appointed to represent him in that matter. He will have a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. That warrant had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. He will be advised that that he should not attempt to post bond at this time. That posting bond would not. Can I get a reason for why Mr. Rashawn Jones is a house call?
He was a wanderer. He couldn't stay put, and then got into a fight in the ice hotel.
Mr. Cuddy will be advised that he should not attempt to post bond as it will not secure his release as he is being held not bondable in this case. I will meet with Mr. Cuddy. If any changes are needed, I will do so either on the record or in writing. Gabriel Sanchez is here, a date of birth December 6, 1984, is here on 1 new case and a probation violation warrant. Mr. Sanchez is not physically present in court due to unpredictable behavior. On the new case, he was charged with 1 count of possession of dangerous drug, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did not find probable cause as to either charge. and I did appoint an attorney to represent him in this matter. He will have a status conference hearing on October 10th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 14th at 8:30. As to his probation violation matter, I did appoint an attorney to represent him in that matter. He will have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on October 3rd at 8:30. The warrant had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $450. Mr. Sanchez will be advised that if he fails to comply with release conditions or he fails to appear for his court dates, that would result in the loss of any bond that he posts. Warrants would issue for his arrest and additional bond would be imposed. Mr. Sanchez will also be advised that while the court could not find probable cause on the charges today, he does need to appear for his hearing, as probable cause could be found at a later date, and if he fails to appear for his court date, that a warrant could issue for his arrest. After I meet with Mr. Sanchez, if any changes are needed, I will do so either on the record or in writing. Rashawn Jones, date of birth, January 29th, 1988, is here on a new case. He is not physically present in court today due to the inability to follow orders. He was charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of... I have to go and correct the record for Malik McGowan after I do this one. Mr. Jones is charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I did appoint an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30, a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30, and he has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $7,500. If he's able to post bond, he will be advised he cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate any contact with the alleged victim, nor can he possess any weapons. He will be advised that if he fails to comply with release conditions or he fails to appear for his court date, that would result in the loss of any bond that he posts. A warrant would issue for his arrest and additional bond would be imposed. Malik McGowan, date of birth, August 20th, 1994, is here on the new case. Mr. McGowan is not present in court due to concerns of self-harm. He was charged with 1 count of arson of an occupied structure, Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 3 felony, and 1 count of endangerment, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause as to all 3 counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent him. He has a status conference hearing on October 2nd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on October 6th at 8:30. Because he was on felony release at the time that these alleged offenses occurred, he is not eligible for bond today, so he has an evidentiary hearing on October 3rd at 1:30. I will meet with Mr. McGowan. If any changes are needed, I will do so either on the record or in writing. This concludes the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar. We stand in recess until 5 p.m.
All right? All right? All right? All right.
Everyone else, please be seated. Go. Now, sir, you can have a seat. Have a seat. I don't want to keep standing on it, and one person couldn't, or wouldn't. Okay, you don't have the interpreters up first?
Yes.
Oh, I just didn't restore it, that's right.
Is on the line picture.
Okay. Could the interpreter identify him or herself for the record, please?
Ofelia Fernandez, court interpreter, Your Honor.
Okay, by the way, we have the two people, and I'm going to try to do it simultaneously, and I will try to speak slowly, all right? So if any time you think I'm going too quickly, please let me know, all right?
I will, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll do the general announcements first. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the 5 o'clock calendar. It's September 26, 2025. Oh, I need interpretation for the general announcement for the Spanish speakers also.
Oh, thank you very much. I was doing it over the phone. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. This is the first time I'm doing it this way. Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay. Este es el calendario de las 5 de la tarde del día 26 de septiembre del 2025.
They're not on the phone. They will get it. I'm talking to the officer. They'll be getting it when they come in here, right? Yeah. But right now, they need to have the interpreter speak over the system, right? Okay. When I say you'll stand behind the podium and give me your name and your date of birth.
Cuando diga su nombre, ustedes van a pasar frente al podio. Ustedes me van a dar su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
I'm not going to say out loud your release conditions, all of your release conditions. They will be on your paperwork.
No voy a dar en voz alta todas sus medidas cautelares. Se les entregarán por escrito.
At a minimum, it will say no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license.
Como mínimo, indicará que no pueden tener en su poder medicamentos sin una receta válida y que no pueden conducir un vehículo sin una licencia de conducir válida.
For some of you, I will set a security appearance bond for you.
Para alguno de los casos, fijaré una fianza con garantía.
That means you could post bond through a bonding company.
Eso quiere decir que podrán pagar una fianza a través de una compañía de fiancistas.
The names and numbers of the bonding companies are on some walls of the jail. If you do not see them, you can ask one of the officers for assistance.
Algunos de los nombres y números telefónicos de estas compañías de fiancistas se ubican en las paredes en la cárcel. Si ustedes no pueden encontrarlo, por favor hablen con alguno de los oficiales, ellos podrán ayudarles.
It is my understanding they do collect calls.
Y hasta donde yo tengo entendido, ellos toman llamadas por cobrar.
The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
La orden que se proporcionó para toma de huellas dactilares y de muestra de ADN que se emitió el primer día del calendario de este mes aplicará a todas las causas del calendario del día de hoy.
Okay, right. Delfino López Mora.
Delfino López Mora, pase al frente.
You speak Spanish? Just tell me. Oh, she's doing it also. Okay.
Cuando contestes, habla fuerte, espera que termine y tú hablas fuerte el micrófono.
Oh, I'm covering both ears then, huh?
Just one.
Okay. Sir, cover your left ear so that way you won't hear Spanish. Huh. No.
Uno.
No. The other one. No, he doesn't understand. Okay.
Al revés.
No. Okay. Sir, your name and your date of birth, please.
Delfino López Mora.
Delfino López Mora.
Your date of birth?
26 de noviembre del 91.
Mora.
Your date of birth?
26 de noviembre del 91.
November 26, 91.
Okay. Sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Se corta.
It's cutting off.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what the problem? Do you have another microphone?
That's the only one we have, and I think
Okay.
because of the rain.
Ya se escucha mejor.
Just
I
ask
can
if he-
hear
how-
her now better.
Okay. Okay. Is Spanish your primary language?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you need the assistance of a court interpreter to help you understand proceedings against you?
Puede ser sí. Sí.
Yes. Yes.
I will appoint the office of the court interpreter to provide a Spanish interpreter at all your proceedings.
Okay, sí, gracias.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Sir, you are charged with a class 6 felony of aggravated DUI, having a passenger under the age of 15 in the vehicle.
Sí.
Okay. I am
Yes.
appointing a lawyer for you.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning for
¿Mande? ¿Cómo lo dice?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay. All your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. They will be at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference on October 2nd, and a witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for October 6th.
Okay.
Okay.
You are not to consume or possess any alcohol or any drugs without a valid prescription.
Muy bien.
Okay, very well.
I'm going to release you to the pretrial services supervision with alcohol testing and monitoring. You'll be receiving a packet from the officer, which I believe is also in Spanish, which will tell you how to contact them and what the requirements are. Because if you don't do those requirements, a warrant could issue and you could be back here. Also, make sure you show up for court
Muy bien.
as listed, as on the dates I told you about, and are also on your paperwork.
Muy bien.
Do you understand?
Very well.
Okay. Very good.
Sí.
Thank you.
Yes,
All right.
Gracias.
Thank you.
thank you.
To the interpreter, I'm not always sure when you're done speaking with him because I don't hear your voice. I'm just wondering if we should remove the headphone. What would be your preference?
Your Honor, can you see the interpreter now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but I'm saying when we have a headphone on the person, I can't hear you, so I don't know when you're done. So I'm just wondering what's the best. Let's just keep it as it is, and if I have any issues, hopefully I won't interrupt you. Okay.
Very
All right,
well. Can you see the interpreter on the screen?
Well, actually, I don't have it on Teams, no.
Oh, very well.
That's why. No problem. Kevin Urias Guzman.
Hacia el frente, Kevin Urias Guzmán.
Lo izquierdo.
Good. Senor, your name and your date of birth, please.
Kevin Urias, 30 de marzo 2007.
Kevin Urias, March 30th, 2007.
Okay, could you repeat your name again?
Kevin Omar Urias Guzmán.
Kevin Omar Urias Guzmán.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with transportation and/or sale of a dangerous drug, a Class 2 felony, and possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, a Class 4 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix, and they will be at 8:30 in the morning.
Perfecto.
Okay. You have a status conference on October 2nd and a witness preliminary hearing on October 6th.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
All right. You are not to have any contact with any co-defendant. You're not to possess any weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. The prosecutor was asking for a bond in the amount of $75,000. I, however, am making it a $20,000 secured appearance bond, so you can go through a bondsman. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay, Teen Interpreter, could you make a general announcement and make sure we have no other Spanish speakers? I'd appreciate
Happy
it.
to
Thank you.
do so, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más que necesite la ayuda del intérprete de español? Levante la mano, por favor.
One more.
Well, oh, we do have one more. Okay. Do you know who it is?
That's from you, I got a paper.
Are they coming up?
We can see it now. Is she coming? Yeah, we can see it now. Todo eso te para la izquierda. La mano está por la izquierda.
Okay. Senor, your name and date of birth, please.
Luis Fernando Castro Nieblas, junio 23 de 98.
Luis Fernando Castro Nieblas, June 23rd, 98.
Do you know which number that is?
That's number 18, Commissioner, if you refresh that, if it's,
I'm trying to find it right here. Oh,
click the refresh on your screen.
I found it finally. There it is. Now I finally found it. Just looking down for a while. All right, sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you need a Spanish interpreter to assist you in understanding matters in your court dates?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. I will appoint the office of the Spanish interpreter to assist you at all stages of your case.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You are charged with 2 counts of transportation or sale of dangerous drugs, Class 2 felonies.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, I want to check one thing before I speak to you some more.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. So you are charged with 2 counts of transportation and or sale of dangerous drugs, Class 2 felonies. Jeff, I have to change it a little bit. Based on the limited information I do have, I'm only finding probable cause in regard to one of the 2 charges. That does not mean you won't be charged with both. But at this stage, I'm only addressing you as to one of the counts. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning, a status conference on October 2nd, and a witness preliminary hearing on October 6th.
Okay.
You are not to have any contact with any co-defendant. You are not to possess any weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Okay.
The prosecutor has requested a bond of $75,000 in cash. I, however, am making it a secured appearance bond of $25,000, which allows you to go to a bonding company in an attempt to bond out. If you do bond out, make sure you make all your court dates, or else you could lose your bond and a warrant would issue for your arrest. If you have any questions, you'll be speaking to your lawyer, who will explain things to you.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
We'll make one other announcement, make sure there's anyone else who's a Spanish speaker.
Happy to do
One
so,
more?
Your Honor.
Oh,
¿Hay
actually,
alguien?
the officer found one other person. She speaks Spanish. Javier Ortiz? Okay, that's number 20. Okay. Okay. Good. Bueno, okay. Senor, not senor, but your name and date of birth, please.
Mi nombre es Javier Carranza Ortiz y nací el 10 de octubre del 2003.
My name is Javier Carranza Ortiz and my date of birth is October 10, 2003.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with one count of transportation or sale of a dangerous drug, a Class 2 felony, and possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, a Class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
is Spanish your primary language?
Sí, señor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And do you need the assistance of a Spanish interpreter to assist you in understanding your proceedings?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will also appoint for you the office of the court interpreter to provide a Spanish interpreter during the course of your proceedings.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if I didn't already mention it, I appointed a lawyer for you. Your next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. They'll be at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, está bien.
You'll have a status conference
that's
on October.
fine.
Okay, you'll have a status conference on October 2nd, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point is scheduled for October 6th.
Está bien.
You cannot have
That's
any
fine.
contact with. You cannot have any contact with any co-defendant or possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
Okay, está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
The prosecutor is asking for a $75,000 bond. I'm going to set bond as a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. So you can go to a bonding company.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's try one more time. Make sure there are no other Spanish speakers.
Happy to do so, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más que necesite la ayuda del intérprete en español? Levante la mano, por favor.
Nope. All right, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, all right?
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Take care. Okay, we haven't done 20 yet, right?
That was 20.
We are at 20 now, okay. Javier Carranza, what?
We just saw.
That's what we just saw?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's number 2 we have to do next, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alan Preciado Cruz. Good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Alan Preciado Cruz, February 4th, 1995.
All right, sir, you have 2 matters before me. One's a probation violation hold that was just placed on you. Looks like you're on probation for possession of narcotic drugs. You're alleged to have violated term number 1. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have your arraignment on October 3rd at 8:30 for the probation revocation arraignment hearing. That'll be at 201 West Jefferson. Okay, bear in mind it's October 3rd at West Jefferson. On the other case, on your new case, it'll be in a different building. They'll probably just merge it together and have the same attorney, because I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both. For both, obviously, if you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. You can't consume or possess any alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Okay.
I'm setting bond the amount of $500 secured appearance bond on that.
Okay.
Now, you also have a new case of 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs for sale and 1 count of dangerous drugs for sale. They're both Class 2 felonies. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on that. Same release conditions in terms of contact your probation officer, no weapons, etc. And that one, you'll be at 175 West Madison on October 2nd at 8:30 for a status conference. Witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for October 6th at 8:30. So bear in mind, this will be 1 day for the probation violation. Make sure you let your attorney know so they can try to combine them quickly, all right?
Okay.
Because you'll be in a different building and the same release conditions as I mentioned. I will tell you this, The prosecutor wanted your bond be in cash. I'm not going to set it for cash. I'm going to set a security appearance bond amount of $25,000, so you can go to a bonding company. All right, step to your left.
$25,000.
Step to your left, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Here's all the information.
Okay.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
We're done. Aaron Duesenberg?
All the information just said is on bit.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
Yes, my name is Aaron Duesenberg. My date of birth is 10/23/1990.
Okay. Before I go into anything else, sir, at this point, I cannot appoint an attorney for you. You can try to get hire your own attorney.
Yes, sir.
If you cannot afford or are able to hire your own attorney, you can apply to your assigned judge to see if he or she will appoint one for you, but no promises on that. Okay?
Good to go, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's what I explained to you. I'm not appointing an attorney at this point. All right? You are charged with 4 counts of unlawful imprisonment, 1 count of disorderly conduct, and 2 counts of disorderly, let's start over again. 2 counts of disorderly conduct and 4 counts of unlawful imprisonment. All right? Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on October 2nd at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point is scheduled for October 6th. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with any of the alleged victim or victims. You can return not to possess any weapons. You can return 1 time to the scene of alleged crime with a police officer on a civil standby to pick up your personal effects. Bond is set as a bond in the amount of $20,000, but if you are able to post your bond, you're going to be on electronic monitoring. You'll be wearing an ankle bracelet with a curfew with hours approved. You're allowed to leave your home only during hours approved by your pretrial services officer. That'll be in the packet you get from the officer to explain it. All right, step to your left, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Adam Butler? All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Adam Dustin Butler, 3/29/89.
Okay, I'm going to amend this, by the way. Okay, sir, before I go any further, you have not seen the Mesa judge yet, have you?
No.
That's probably to meet tomorrow morning. You'll probably see a Mesa judge tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's probably a probation violation.
It's a probation violation.
It's not something separate, distinct from this, okay? I'm just telling you that no matter what happens here, if you're able to post your bond, you wouldn't get out until you see a judge tomorrow morning.
Oh, really?
For Mesa, that's why I'm bringing that up.
They have a hold of 500.
Okay, if you post your bond, fine.
So I can post that bond today?
Yeah, but you also have this charge to deal with. Okay, but I just want to let you know about that.
Okay.
I don't want people to have surprises.
Okay, so would I post that bond at 4th Ave or would I post that at Mesa?
Talk to the officers about that, but let's just deal with this first.
Okay.
Okay, because it's something a little more involved, okay? Because that's a misdemeanor. All right, so you are charged with aggravated assault, impeding breathing, class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. You have a status conference set for October 2nd at 8:30, and at this point, a witness preliminary hearing set for October 6th at 8:30. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. No weapons and no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. I'm reducing the bond I originally had for you. It'll be a security appearance bond of $15,000.
How much?
$15,000. It was going to be higher. I've reduced it.
15,000?
Yes. You can go through a bondsman. Step to your left, please.
Did you say that was a felony?
Yeah, this is a felony, yes. Class 4 felony.
Wow.
All right? So you'll talk to your lawyer about things. Your lawyer can always make an application to reduce the bond. William Lawler? Afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
William Lawler, 7/14/1989.
Okay, sir, you're charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony, and theft, a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Now, they say you're on probation, I think it's out of Pinal County, but do you have courtesy supervision here? Is that how it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a possibility that a probation hold may be placed on you, because the probation department's been notified. But yeah, I was reading your notes from probation. Apparently, you're waiting a settlement, if I remember correctly, right? Okay. Anyway, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Not to possess any weapons, not to possess, consume any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. The status conference on October 2nd, and a witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for October 6th. I do note that you have a prior conviction for the exact same thing. In regard to that, bond is being set in the amount of a security appearance bond of $5,000. So you can go through a bonding company. All right, step to your left, please. Silas Holmes, or Syliss Holmes.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Silas Holmes, 7/13/06.
All right, sir, you are charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, carrying a deadly weapon, being under 21 years of age. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Sir, I don't see any other holds, but I think you had some other charges in Mesa or something. They were mentioning some other reports. Maybe they're still under investigation. Okay.
I don't recall that.
Okay. Let me just look at that again to remind myself what I was talking about.
I got you.
There may be some other reports coming out, and maybe Tempe. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I don't recall any.
Okay. I was just judging by the general area of the streets, so I mean, it might be Tempe. But anyway, obviously, because your age, you're not to possess any alcohol, and because your age, you're not to possess any weapons.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison for a status conference on October 2nd and a witness preliminary hearing on October 6th at this time. The state was asking for a $10,000 bond. I'm making the bond $3,500. It's a security appearance bond, so you can go to the bonding company. Step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Reggie Boone.
Reggie Boone. Hey, get up. All the rest of the people, you're going to sit down.
Mr. Boone. Yes. Stand behind the podium and give me your name. Give me your name and date of birth, please.
73082, I don't know.
I can understand you.
73082, I don't know.
Is your name Reggie Ray Boone?
Yes.
Were you born on July 30th, 1982?
Yes.
Okay. Before you couldn't get up, and you couldn't get up now, and keeping everybody else waiting. Sir, are you able to understand what I'm saying now?
For certain, yes, I do.
All right. Keep your eyes open then. You can sleep afterwards. All right. Sir, you're here on two matters, both probation violation matters. On both of them, you're alleged to have violated terms 1, 3, and 5. It looks like you're on probation for both matters for possession of dangerous drugs. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. On both of them, your court date will be for probation revocation arraignment hearing October 3rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. If you are able to post your bonds, you have to contact your probation officer in 72 hours. You cannot possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, in regard to 2024-119842, your judge set bond in amount of $250 security appearance bond, and in 2025, 100362, your judge set bond amount of $500, so your total bond is $750. And same court date, same attorney. Step to your left.
Is there a chance that I can get a fast court?
No, we can't, sir, no. That's what your judges have said. If you can address that with your judge. Oh, I said Merrill Lynch. Okay, so your name and date of birth, please.
Merrill Lynch, July 18, 1982.
Okay, it looks like you have bench warrants on 2 cases. In 2024, 152971, it's on possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. In 2024, it's 110850, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. And it looks what happened was in your case, it looks like you released on your own recognizance on November 8th of last year, and you didn't show up for court then afterwards. Your judge in both these matters, because you failed to appear, set bond on each one of $500, so your total bond is $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you are able to post your bond, make sure you show up. You can lose otherwise you lose your bond and a warrant will issue. You can always talk to your, have your attorney make an application for the judge to see if your judge will change his or her mind. But right now, that's what your judge ordered.
Can I be released on my own recognizance?
No, that's what I said. You can talk to your judge set bond the amount of $1,000. Step to your left, please. Because you didn't show up for court. Sinead Kelly.
Hi, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Sinead Kelly, January 8, 1992.
You have a bench warrant on a possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 4 and class 6. You're in the deferred prosecution. They reinstated prosecution because you weren't following through. Do you understand that?
Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah.
I was actually in a group home, and the group home that I was doing a classes with, they got closed down. And prior to that, I just didn't know what to do after that. I tried signing back in with CBI in Winslow. As far as I know,
changes, by the way?
as far as I know, I'm sober and I'm doing good.
Well, this point is you got to convince your judge and the prosecutors of that. I've been considering changing this now anyway.
And I have 14 days time served in another county?
Well, that's something not for today. You talk to your lawyer about this, okay? Your charges are possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, consuming alcohol in person. I don't want you to possess any or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, continue sobriety. And I'm going to release you to pretrial services. So you'll get in about 4 hours, giving you a break, even though your judge set a bond, taking a chance on you. You'll get a package from the officer, because you have to keep, you have to be in contact with pretrial services to be in compliance with them. If you don't, a warrant's issued. And you'll have to do drug and alcohol testing as they direct. If you don't do it, you're back here.
I got you, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll be out in about 4 hours.
All right, thank you.
So. No, it should change the paperwork.
So I'm going to take it. Leave that, I'll give you any more.
What? Then we'll have to make sure it's done. Is it showing now? Nope, it didn't. Going back, let me start again.
This lady says, she said, I'll be in the and we because there's something with Adrian. She won't be able to finish.
Did you open up number 10 again?
It must have done by accident, I saw it's that color. We can always fix it at the end. I saw that, and I didn't remember doing it. I thought I was clicking the next one, it didn't go down there. So, here, I've changed it now. If I do just, it doesn't say edit, so if I do signature, let's see what happens. Nope, it keeps going back to the original thing. Good, it finally went through. You got the signature? Yes?
No.
And then it went back, so I saw the signature, it went back to where, the old one. I hesitate putting judicial signature because it goes back to what it was. See? Yeah. I change it, and look, I'm doing edit like I'm supposed to. And ordinarily, when you save, it'll be signature will be here rather than here. See? And then if I do save, it'll go back to.
Because order regarding counsel selection is missing.
No, why? Because she already has an attorney.
So you still need to select.
Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
So if you don't select it, it won't let you move forward.
I didn't before, but it's okay.
So now you can sign.
It's good. So it's signed?
And you need to sign.
No, because sometimes if they have it, you don't have to put it in appointing an attorney. And other times they do. But thank you for noticing that. Okay. Ms. Cook, Ahanaba? I didn't want to mispronounce your name, so.
How are you doing, sir?
How'd I do on your name? Let's find out in a second. Your name and date of birth, please.
Hannibal Cook, 9591.
I guess I was pretty darn close. Okay. You're here on 2 probation violations. Looks like one is based on criminal trespass in the first degree, and one you're on probation for aggravated assault and with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a class 3 felony. And both of them you're alleged to violate terms 3 and 5. All right. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both. You have the same release conditions other than the bond in terms of you must contact.
I can't hear you.
You must contact a probation officer within 72 hours of release. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. No drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol.
Yes.
Possession, consumption, and no weapons. Okay?
Yes.
Now, in regard to the one you're on probation for a criminal trespass, to make it simpler, your judge set bond amount of $250, and on the one you're on aggravated assault, your judge set bond amount of $500. So it's $750 security appearance bond, and your revocation arraignment hearing will be October 3rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Make sure you show up for court if you post bond and contact your probation officer. Okay?
Yes.
Because remember, on probation, one of those things is a very serious charge, so work closely with your lawyer, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Step to your left, please.
I appreciate it.
Tina Rudolph?
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. Your name and date of birth, please.
is provided to, yes, I believe you have it. I'm
What was that? I'm sorry.
Tanya Rudolph for November 28th, 1985.
Okay. You started saying something else. It didn't sound like your name. Okay. All right. You're here on 2 probation violation warrants, all right? In 2024, 132344, 2024, 143505. The first one, you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. The other one is based on aggravated assault of a police officer and shoplifting. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, and 5 for each one of those. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours release. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And in regard to the both of these, your judge set bonds in each one of $500 for a total of $1,000 security appearance bond. If you post your bond, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours and show up for court. All right, step to your left, please.
Right.
Shannon Provant. Your name and date of birth, please.
Shannon Marie Provant, March 14th, 1993.
All right, you're on probation on class 6 felony.
Yes.
That's based on possession of drug paraphernalia. The reason you're here is because they're alleging you violated term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 201 West Jefferson for a probation revocation arraignment hearing, October 3rd at 8:30. Likewise with you, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours release. No weapons, no consumption or possession of alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And your judge said, I'm sorry, the bond is $250 secured appearance bond, so you can go to a bonding company.
I can't.
You can.
Oh, I can't.
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
I was gonna ask, is there any way I can just get on an ankle monitor? I don't have $250.
That's worse. Trust me.
That's worse. But I just spent 95 days in jail already.
Okay. Well, you'll talk to your lawyer about see if that can be reduced. Okay. But right now, we don't do ankle bracelets on probation violations.
Okay.
You supervise probation. That answers your question. Why? No.
So court is on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but you asked a good question about electronic monitoring. That's what we don't do them on probation, except for some extreme circumstances. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Chrissy Salisbury. Oh, good afternoon. Your name and date of birth, please.
Christy Salisbury, 10/11/1988.
You likewise are here on 2 probation violation matters. You're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia for both of them. My notes are correct. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 7, and 12. You'll have the same court dates for them. Appoint a lawyer for you. You'll be at 201 West Jefferson for October 3rd at 8:30. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Now, in regard to the 2021 probation, your judge said bonding amount of $200. In regard to the one from 2023, he said bonding amount of $100. So it's a total of $300 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
So you post bond, contact your probation officer, and show up for court.
Okay, so if I post bond of $300, I can get out.
Unless you have something else.
Okay, and then I just have to contact my probation officer within 72 hours?
Within 72 hours.
Okay.
You contact your probation officer within 72 hours, let him or her know you're out, and show up for court.
Okay, got it. All right.
It'll all be on your paperwork. Okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you. Vincent Giannotti. All right, sir. Good afternoon. Your name and date of birth, please.
Vincent Giannotti, April 17th, 1968.
All right, sir. You have a warrant at the Apache Junction City Court for failing to pay a fine and a charge of driving a license suspended. You know, they wanted a bond of $845, and this warrant's over a year old. You know that?
Yes.
So before you say anything, sir, let me just tell you. They wanted a very significant bond for this. And I assume you did not enjoy your time here, did you?
I did not.
Okay, I'm going to give you a break, sir. You try, whether you borrow money or anything, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, okay? Hold on a second. No, I didn't. I can't. No, why? Never mind, because it was so old. It was because it's out of county, okay? But nevertheless, even though it's out of county, generally we don't change those. But instead of $845 cash, I'm making it a security appearance bond of $100, and I'm appointing a lawyer for you who represents you just for the bond issue. See if that can be reduced. But I changed it from an $845 cash bond to a $100 security appearance.
Thank you.
Okay, but if you get the money together, pay it off, and maybe they'll be happy with it.
I am on disability,
okay,
and they have my stuff, like my wallet, I hope, and stuff like that. But
I have no say over it whatsoever.
Monday or Tuesday, that's the only time I'm going to have money.
Okay. Okay, well, I can't say anything else in regard to that, but in terms of your property, you'd have to talk to the officers, but I have no say over that at all. Okay? All right, so good luck to you, sir. Alton,
how do I get the bond posted? Okay.
All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Alton Michael Graham, 9792.
Okay, it looks like, sir, you're here on the probation violation. Let me just double check one thing.
I've been forgetting. It's been so long. I work so much.
I can't hear you.
I work so much taking care of my son. I honestly
forgot
all
telling
about
you,
it.
That's,
thank you for
oh, no, not, it was interesting. You failed to appear at sentencing, but it looks like you failed to appear at probation violation. Let me just double check this, okay?
I didn't have a phone.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Looks like you did not show up at the probation violation, okay?
What?
Hold on 1 second. Let me just,
I didn't even know.
3 and 5. Yeah, because you're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. So you'll have a lawyer, and you'll be there on October 3rd for a probation revocation arraignment at 201 West Jefferson. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons, no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge said bond in the amount of $100 security appearance bond. So you can get out if you post that bond or go through a bonding company.
Oh, so right now, if I get on the phone and call? If I get on the phone right now and call?
Yeah, talk to that. They're in charge of the phone.
Oh, so my $100, if they do it, I can get out?
They'll talk to you about it, okay?
Okay, thanks.
But make sure you show up for court.
Yes, sir.
Gabriel Mikulowicz, Yasso? See how close I got to your name? Your name and date of birth, please.
Gabriel Adrian Mikulowicz Joseph, March 2nd, 2000.
So I was pretty close then, all right? It's Mikulowicz, right?
Yeah.
It's Mikulowicz?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, you're charged, you have a warrant out of the Manistee Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork. Make sure you show up. You're here on a driving license suspended warrant. Like I said to the other gentleman, I assume you did not enjoy your time here, okay?
No.
They wanted a bond of $500. I'm going to release you. Make sure you show up for there at 10:30 on October 15th.
I got you.
All right, and deal with it rather than having to come this way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, step
Thank
forward,
you.
please. Are we dealing each one individually from here on?
Who do you want to see first, John?
Let's do number, Cameron Gundry.
You need the gallery and
That's what I'm saying, we'll do one at a time. We got several, yeah.
Then you'll come back. You guys go to the desk with them.
Thank you. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Cameron Gundry, 06-2398.
All right, now you were indicted by a grand jury. That's probably, we didn't know about ongoing proceedings. Looks like that you're charged with a total of 7 counts of child or vulnerable adult abuse. 2 of them are Class 2 felonies and 5 of them are Class 4 felonies. And it looks like they're alleged to have occurred either on June 9th or June 20th of last year, 2024. That's the only information I have in regard to it. Okay.
That's all that's
okay.
More,
that's
we
right.
have more than I know.
I'm appointing a lawyer for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
In regard to this. Your arraignment hearing, a not guilty arraignment, will be at 175 West Madison Street on October 3rd at 8:30. You're not to have any contact with minors. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. No, you're not to possess any alcohol, all right, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, when do you were indicted, another judge reviewed the case, and that judge set bond in a $250,000 cash only. And so you'll talk to your lawyer about seeing if that bond can be amended. All right, but right now that's what another judge has already ordered. All right? All right, step to your left, please. Juanito Romo will be next. You're at the very bottom of the Swahili gentleman, right? Who is the gentleman who speaks Swahili?
Number 3.
Okay, oh, I see. I see. You wrote down no house calls, but down here you have house calls.
We just, she fell in the gallery.
Oh.
So she didn't.
Okay, that explains that. Okay. Okay, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Juanito Romo, May 2nd, 2005.
All right, you've got a total of 3 matters before me. 2 of them are probation violations that just got added, okay? And let me go. First one is probation matter is 2022-002-281. I'm sorry, let me just, probation for a Class 4 felony. And by the way, you'll have a lawyer for all 3 of your cases, by the way. And the probation violations, you'll be at 201 West Jefferson. Ultimately, you'll be probably transferred to 175 West Madison, and you'll have the same lawyer. But talk to your lawyers about it so they know to combine them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, because on the probation violations, for both of them, be October 3rd at 8:30, all right? Contact your probation officer in 72 hours, and this applies to both. No weapons and no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And let me just see something here. Yeah, bond is set in the amount of $500 security appearance bond. Okay, then you got 2022 002133. You're on probation for another Class 4 felony. Same court date, same release conditions, and another $500 on that, so it's a total of $1,000. Now, in a new case, same terms apply in terms of probation. I have to amend this one because I put it, at the time I did it, I didn't know he had the probation matters. So.
I have it wrong.
You haven't, oh, in the next case?
Yeah.
Swahili, but I got to change this one, by the way. Okay. Okay, so you are charged with 1 count of child abuse, Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, 1 count of assault, and one count of disorderly conduct. The last 2 are Class 1 misdemeanors. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for this on October 2nd at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled for October 6th. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. Okay, and bond in this one is set in the amount of, let me just tell you on this one. State was, we also have a victim statement in regard to this. The state was asking for electronic monitoring and a $100,000 bond. We're not doing an ankle bracelet because you are on probation. The bond, I'm setting a security appearance bond of $50,000. So I suggest you, if you get out, call your probation officer and make sure you show up for court and don't go back to where the victims are. All right? Step to your left. Mr. Gentleman who speaks Swahili, is he nearby?
Yes, I'll get him.
Okay, and then we'll do the other two afterwards, okay?
Just Swahili guy and...
We have, well, actually,
I'll bring it back.
what do we have left?
The number 3 is in Swahili,
Yeah.
and then the next ones are, that's just the house one.
That's it, no, we're done.
Yeah.
I thought,
Were you amending his orders, Commissioner? Because there's no changes on that.
sorry about that. This Juanito. Thank you. Now you got it?
Yeah.
I eliminated the ankle bracelet because he's on probation.
Okay. The interpreter is on the line.
Okay. All right, to a Swahili interpreter, could you please identify yourself for the record, please?
Okay. Hello, my name is Heiko, and I'm a language Swahili interpreter. My ID number is 5838.
Okay. All right, now we'll start with this gentleman. Sir, your name and date of birth, please. Interpreter, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Jina langu Daniel Msafiri. Nimezaliwa tarehe moja mwaka wa kwanza mwaka 1990.
Ni umesema mwezi wa kwanza tarehe moja.
Mwaka 1990.
Na mwezi umesema ni mwezi gani?
Mwezi wa kwanza tarehe moja mwaka 1990.
Okay, it is 01/01/1990.
Okay. Sir, do you speak any English at all?
Unaweza ongea Kiingereza hata kidogo?
Ndio.
All right. Do you need a Swahili interpreter throughout your case to make sure you understand your proceedings against you?
Na unahitaji mtu ambaye anaongea Kiswahili saa zile, yani masikilizano yako ipo, ama kwa hii kesi yako, ama unahitaji mtu?
Naweza nikaongea kidogo, lakini I can speak.
I can speak, but it is very little, not that much.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to appoint the office of the court interpreter, and they'll provide a Swahili interpreter for you to assist you and your lawyer.
Sawa, nitakuonyesha kwa hiyo yani ofisi ambaye itarekodi mkalimani, atakusaidia na yani ule mtu ambaye atakusaidia kwa lugha, wewe na lawyer wako.
Ndio.
Okay. Sir, you were indicted by a grand jury for the charges of possession of narcotic drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yani umepatwa na hakimu, umepatwa na hakimu ambaye si mmoja hadi wengi, ambayo wamekupata na makosa ya kuwa na dawa za kulevya.
These acts are alleged to have occurred on March 29th of this year.
Na hiyo ilitendekea mwezi wa 3 tarehe 23 wa mwaka huu.
I am appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Yani nimeambiwa ama nimewekwa ya kwamba nikuwe wakili wako ama lawyer wako ambaye atakusaidia kwa kesi.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
Haufai kuwa na dawa yoyote kama haujaandikiwa na daktari,
Okay. Your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix on October 3rd at 8:30 for an not guilty arraignment.
Sorry, come again. You said 175 West Madison Street?
In Phoenix, yes.
Amesema yani ile tarehe ambao utakuwa na koti mara nyingine, address yake itakuwa ni 175 West Madison Street, Phoenix, na itakuwa mwezi wa 3, mwezi wa 10 tarehe 3 wa mwaka huu saa 2:30, na itakuwa hapo mahali wanaita.
So if your bond was set by another judge has set bond for you in the amount of $250, you can go through a bondsman to help you post the bond.
Sasa yani hakimu amekuwekea yani pesa ambayo itakuwa
if you post your bond, if you post your bond, make sure you
said 200.
So $250.
Yani wamekuwekea pesa ambayo unaweza toka nayo nje, yani 250.
So make sure you show up for court, even if you post your bond. If you don't post your bond, you'll be taken to court by the officers.
Yani lazima ukuwe unakuja ofisini, hata kama yani umeweka pesa ya kuachiliwa. Kama hautakuja, hao maofisa ndio watakuleta.
Okay, sir. All right, interpreter, thank you very much. You have a wonderful evening. All right? Take care.
You too.
Okay, bye. Okay. Last case, we have Keisha Gaff, who I've been told she was in a waiting area and she fell, and so as a result, she's in a holding cell.
I'll bring her right now.
Oh, she's here. Oh, good, because this confused me, because she was one of the people who was seeing afterwards. And so I knew I had an extra person, and suddenly we didn't.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Keisha Renee Gap, 8/21/97.
Okay, let's see something here. You have a total of three matters before me. Let's start with the one that just was added. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. For sure. Okay. Okay. All right, let's start with 2025-114306. You an arrest warrant for possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia. The prosecutors were asking for a bond of $1,000. I'm making it $500. Your court date will be October 2nd at 8:30 for status conference. You'll have a witness plenum hearing on October 6th off 175 West Madison Street. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You'll have no weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, in CR 2025-007096, just double check something here.
I'm confused.
Okay, let me just, I'll get back to you on that. I think I'll try to explain it to you, okay? In 2025-007096, you have the charge of failure to register as a sex offender, class 4 felony, and failing to provide your address, class 6 felony, as a sex offender. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have a lawyer in all three cases, and your court date will be at 175 West Madison, October 6, 2025. Your judge, same conditions. I have to amend this, by the way. I just realized something.
Can I get released?
No, I'm saying something to you. Hold on a second. Your court date on this one will be in October. Your next court date will be October 6th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. Same release conditions, but there'll be a bond of $1,000. And if you're able to post your bond, you'll have to be on electronic monitoring with a curfew with hours only approved by pretrial services, and you'll get that as part of your packet. Now,
I'm confused about the drug mark.
Remember I said I'd explain to you when we're all done, okay? 2017-005978-003, you're on probation. You had a bench warrant. You'll have a disposition hearing on October 6th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. Another $1,000 bond, the electronic monitoring on this in the same conditions I mentioned for the other one. Now, that first charge I mentioned to you, you hadn't been served on it yet, okay? And the state was asking for a bond of $1,000. I've reduced it in half. But you still, your judge on the probation, on the other two matters, has already set bond for you in the matter.
I haven't been served on it yet?
No, on the one that the drug charges. The sex charges, your judge has set bond for you about $1,000 each, okay? So your total bond is $2,500, all right?
And my court dates are when?
Court dates October 6th and October, let me double check. And October 2nd. It'll be on
Where
your
did
paperwork.
these drug charges come from?
Okay, watch it. That's my ruling, so step outside over there, please. All right, we are in recess.
We're off the record.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. Can you let them know when you walk by? Thank you.
So the name is Charles Mendoza. It's George. 08780. You can sit in the first row. The glasses, shorts, black shirt.
Well, I have Mendoza here. The booking I'm reading was Mendoza for Hernandez Ranch.
I need Charles Mendoza.
Okay, what's the booking number for him? Because the booking I'm reading is for Hernandez Raymond. All right.
I'm sorry. 208 794.
All right, everyone, please be seated. Just got a victim statement on number 2. We're going to have to read it. Please be seated.
Your Honor, do you want to see it?
Yes, I was saying like this. I'm sorry.
The guy that I'm missing he's a first and black. His name is Charles Mendoza. Right.
It's coming up blank.
He's in the first row.
I'll fix it for you. Give me a moment.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 8 o'clock calendar, September 26th, 2025. When I call your name, you'll stand behind the podium, give me your name and your date of birth. I'm not going to set forth all your release conditions. They'll be on your paperwork. At a minimum, they will say no drugs without a valid prescription, don't drive without a valid driver's license. All right, some of you, I'll be setting a bond as a security appearance bond. If I do that, you can go through a bondsman. Their names and numbers of bondsmen on some of the walls of the jail. If you can't find them or you need assistance, ask one of the officers. All right. It's my understanding they do collect calls. All right. I would also tell you that the court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprinting that were given on the first calendar of this month will apply to all matters on this calendar. Is number 9 here yet? Mr. Mendoza, is he here yet?
Yes, Your Honor.
He is? All right. Charles Mendoza. Is she putting it on there?
Yeah, sorry, I tried to do it myself, but I had to call them to the back.
Okay.
One of the papers and Charles Mendoza.
Oh, it's now a house call, okay.
Yeah.
It's not letting, it's coming up blank again.
They just haven't had a second to re-upload it. Give them one moment. They have to turn it from a Word document to a PDF.
If they want to, they can just print it out and just bring it over to me. Yep, that'd be simpler.
I can print it out if you want.
Okay. I don't know.
That works.
Your Honor, if you want, we can...
Oh, well, I'll do something else in the meantime. Okay. Marcus Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Marcus Johnson, August 3rd, 1995.
Okay, so you were charged with the following: aggravated assault with deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, Class 2 felony; aggravated assault, impeding breathing, Class 4; misconduct involving weapons, Class 6; unlawful imprisonment, endangerment, and threatening or intimidating. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Mass Street at 8:30 on October 2nd for status conference and witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled for October 6th. All right, you're not to return to the scene of alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. No drugs without a valid prescription. You have to find an alternative residence. You may return one time to the scene of the alleged crime with a police officer on a civil standby to pick your personal effects. If you post bond, you'll have an ankle monitor, in which you have a curfew. You can leave during the hours approved by your pretrial officer. That information will be on your packet. Bond has been set as a cash bond of $100,000. All right, step to your left, please. Logan
Am I
McGowan.
allowed to talk or no? Am I allowed to talk or no?
No. Just on a quick hearing.
Okay.
Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Logan Tanner McGowan, September 2nd, 1992.
Okay, so you've been indicted by a grand jury. Okay, so you know. It's for the charges of theft of means of transportation, Class 3 felony, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. I think it's alleged to have occurred on July 8th of 2025. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your not guilty arraignment is set for October 3rd at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. Another judge, upon the return of the indictment, set bond for you in the amount of a security appearance bond of $25,000. I don't know anything else about the case. Okay, step to your left, please. Thank you. Mr. Mendoza, was that Mr. Mendoza who just came in? Yeah, Mr. Mendoza, I thought I saw him, yeah. Charles Mendoza. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Charles Mendoza, 11102.
All right. So you have two matters before me. One is a probation violation. We'll start with the new case, which is 2025-139042. You're charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. 9 counts of that, rather. 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, and 9 counts of possession or use of a weapon and drug offense. All are Class 4 felonies. All right, appointing a lawyer for you. Now, for these, eventually they'll all be at 175 West Madison Street, but in the meantime, they'll be at 2 different courts. This will be at 175 West Madison Street. Status conference on October 2nd at 8:30, and at this point, a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for October 6th. Your lawyer will discuss with you about whether that's going to happen. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess any or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. If you should happen to be out, you have to contact your probationer within 24 hours of release since you're on IPS. Bond is set in the amount of a security appearance bond of $10,000. In regard to your probation violation, you're on probation for armed robbery, a Class 2 felony. Appoint a lawyer for you. This one will be, let me double check something. Okay. Talk to your lawyers, but both lawyers know that they know about you have this the new case, or you're on probation. This one, the probation revocation arraignment hearing will be on October 3rd at 201 West Jefferson at 8:30 in the morning. And I'm appointing a lawyer for you on that. Same conditions about contacting the probation officer in 24 hours, no weapons, no alcohol. But pursuant to rules 27.6 and 7.2C, you'll be held without bond at this time. You can ask your lawyer to petition your assigned court, see if that can be amended or reduced, or a bond can be set. But at this point, you'll be held without bond. Step to your left, please.
So you said I got no bond for my probation violation?
Just your probation violation, yeah. All right. Jasmine Olivas. Your name and date of birth, please.
Jasmine Teresa Olivas, 08/1906.
All right, you are charged with 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs and 9 counts of possession or use of a weapon and drug offense, all class 4 felonies. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 for a status conference on October 2nd, and then a witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for October 6th at 8:30. No, and I have to modify one thing. Okay. You're not to possess any weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. And the state was asking for a $50,000 bond. I'm not going to do that. Bond will be set in the amount of a security appearance bond of $10,000. All right, step to your left, please. All right, Frank Urso. Oh, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
No, it's Frank Urso.
And your date of birth?
9/24/65.
Okay, so you are charged with 1 count of theft of means of transportation, class 4 felony, 1 count of burglary in the 3rd degree, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30. Status conference on October 2nd and witness preliminary on October 6th. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime or initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. I know you do have 6 prior felony convictions and 4 failures to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Felicia Slim.
Frank, paperwork, over there? Frank, there's the paperwork right there, on the table.
I need $500,000 to get out?
Yes.
Good evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
Felicia Slim, 8/12/78.
Felicia Slim?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're here on 2 probation violations.
Yes, sir.
Both, you're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs, and you're alleged to have violated terms 4 and 5 on both. Now, I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both, and your court dates will be at 201 West Jefferson for your revocation arraignment hearing. Will be October 3rd at 8:30. Obviously, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You can't consume or possess any alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, your judge, in regard to the 2024 105-173 charge, set bond of $750, and then the other one, bond was $250, so a total $1,000 security appearance bond. So if you are able to post your bond, make sure you show up to court and contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All right, step to your left, please. Brian Daniels. Your name and date of birth, please.
Daniels Brian, 5/11/1992.
All right. Looks like you have a warrant out of Florence, but I think it's just extradition is within the county. Okay, I'm just looking at it right now, by the way. And another one from Marana. So, but apparently they probably wouldn't be coming to pick you up on those. It's what I'm looking at right now, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, you are charged with, you have a bench warrant on a possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. You already have an attorney on that. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on October 2nd at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled for October 6th. Your judge set bond for you in the amount of $500 security appearance bond. All right, step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Samantha Hill. Your name and date of birth, please.
Samantha Hill, 32391.
32391? Okay. You're also here in a probation violation. I guess you're on probation for unlawful use of means of control of transportation. You're alleged to violate terms 3 and 5. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. And your court dates will be at 201 West Jefferson for a revocation arraignment hearing October 3rd at 8:30. Obviously, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Can't possess or consume any alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge set bond in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. All right, step to your left, please. Marion Cromwell. Your name and date of birth, please.
Marion Cromwell, November 15, 1980.
Also known as Marion Cato?
Yeah, my maiden name is Cato.
Cato, okay. The reason I'm saying, because one charge has Cato and one has Cromwell. Okay, so let's talk about, we have here, you have a charge of, for shoplifting at a Goodyear City Court. You're due to be out there, and the address will be in your paperwork, October 1st at 8:30 in Goodyear. You can't return to the scene of alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged complainant or witness. I've set bond, a security appearance bond of $100 on that one. Now, you also have, one of the reasons I set a bond on that is because you also have the other charge, okay? And by the way, this is out of the Pine Top Lakeside Justice Court. So if you don't post bond, they'll transport you out there. A lawyer will be appointed for your next court date. You have 3 counts of interference with judicial proceedings, 1 count of issuing a bad check, and 1 count of failure to appear, all Class 1 misdemeanors.
Can you read that again?
1 second. What was your question?
Can you repeat that again?
Well, the charges were all Class 1 misdemeanors.
Oh.
Is that what you didn't hear?
I know.
I'll tell you what the charges are again. Okay. And out of Pine Top.
Okay.
3 counts of interference with judicial proceedings, 1 count of issuing a bad check, and 3 counts of interference with judicial proceedings, 1 count of issuing a bad check, and 1 count of failure to appear. Okay? And a lawyer will be appointed for you at next court date there. That's scheduled for October 1st at 8:30 at that address. The rest will be in your paperwork. But if you're still here, they may not transport you until this one's over. I don't know. You have to talk to your lawyer. They set bond. This is a different county, obviously, in the amount of $383. Okay. Don't initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. All right. Step to your left, please. Elisa Walker.
Okay, why? I didn't understand that.
Walker, could you hand us through, please?
Okay. Your name and date of birth, please.
Alyssa Marjorie Walker, January 12, 1995.
Okay. You got 3 matters before me. All of them are probation violations. On all 3, you're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. And I'm appointing a lawyer for you on all 3, of course. And your court dates will be your probation revocation arraignment hearing October 3rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. If you get out, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Now let's just go over each one individually. On each one, your judge over in probation violation court said bond of $200, security appearance bond. So your total bond is $600. So if you do post your bond, make sure you contact your probation officer and make sure you show up for court. All right, step to your left, please. David Hatfield. Your name and date of birth, please.
David Hatfield, 5/13/86.
You got two matters before me. Both are probation matters. Both of you are alleged to violate terms 3 and 5. Looks like you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia for both. I appoint a lawyer for you for both. Your court dates will be October 3rd at 8:30 for a revocation arraignment hearing on 201 West Jefferson. Get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No drugs without a valid prescription, no weapons. And I left one thing out, by the way, so I have to edit it. And also you have to, no alcohol, no possession or consumption of alcohol. All right. And on both of those matters, bond was set by the judge in bond violation court, probation violation court, in the amount of $100. So it's a total of $200 secured appearance bond. So I would tell other folks, if you post your bond, contact your probation officer in 72 hours and make sure you show up in court so you don't lose the money, and also so you don't have a warrant. Okay? Step to your left, please.
Is it only number 20 that you updated?
Yeah, the other one, I just left out the one thing and didn't get clicked on. Eric Allman. So your name and date of birth, please.
Eric Jeremy Aleman, 05/13/1995.
Aleman? Okay, not Aleman. Aleman.
Yes, sir.
I like to pronounce people's names correctly. Well, sir, you had the benefit of being hosted by Maricopa County Jail. I assume you learned something from that, how pleasant it can be, tongue-in-cheek. You have, in the Goodyear City Court, a warrant from there. You have a warrant at a Goodyear City Court. The address will be on your paperwork. It's on possession of drug paraphernalia, plus they added failure to appear charge.
Yeah, I was incarcerated at this time.
Your court date will be on October 15th at 1 o'clock out there. Be smart. I hope you learn your lesson by your time here. Show up for court. You'll be released on your own recognizance, but I think the processing takes about 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. Good.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Be smart. Okay. Rodolfo Garcia. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Hi, Rodolfo Garcia, 06/07/1995.
Okay, I just want to check one thing here for you. You got a warrant out of the San Marcos Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork. This warrant is actually almost 9 years old. I think it's failure to pay, right?
Yes.
So let me explain something, a little smart thing. Start paying and pay it off, make them happy. They wanted a bond of over $658. I'm going to release you on no recognizance. I trust you're going to show up and be smart so you don't have to be back here. All right?
Okay.
So you'll be out in about 4 hours, but make sure you get some money together, pay it off. Plus, you got the new charge, of course. No, excuse me. Especially on that charge for a speeding charge, basically excessive.
Yeah.
Speeding charge. You don't want to spend that much time here, do you?
No,
so
not at all.
Show up there, okay, and
right.
Pay them off. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Christopher Marino. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
It's 2/24/75.
And your name?
Christopher Marino.
You're charged at the Peoria City Court. The address will be on your paperwork, so you'll know where to go. You're charged with criminal trespass, second degree, class 2 misdemeanor. You cannot return to the scene of the crime because it was at Circle K. They don't want you there, okay? And you're not to consume any alcohol. But, sir, you'll be there on October 14th at 9 o'clock. No excuses. But I'm going to release you so you can just spend your time out. But show up for court, all right? Step to your left, please. Coral Begay. Your name and date of birth, please.
Coral Maybegay, July 2nd, 1981.
All All right, you've got a warrant out of the Kyrene Justice Court. You'll see the address on your paperwork on a charge of criminal trespass in the first degree on that warrant. They went about it $350, and they said this is your sixth failure to comply warrant. Okay.
I've been incarcerated.
That's not a good thing. Okay.
I've been in, like, I missed court.
Quite a few times,
I've been incarcerated, yeah, every time that I'm supposed to go, and then I schedule class, like I'm supposed to take a class with Kyrene too as well.
On October 15th at 9:30, make sure you have no excuses and you just be there.
Okay.
Or else you're back here.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay?
All right.
And you'll end up spending more time you could possibly serve on there. You know what I mean? And you don't want to, I could use a different term, but upset the judge up there. So show up, you know what I mean?
All right.
And they're probably not going to be happy with me, so I'm going to release you on your own recognizance.
Thank you, sir.
But obviously, if I see you again for this, you'll have a high bond. You understand?
All right.
All right, step to
Thank
the
you,
left.
Your Honor.
Ulani Young.
So you moved to, it's a house call, Your Honor.
Oh, it's a house call. I'm sorry. I missed that. All right. Well, oh, quite a few house calls. Okay. All right. You know the reasons?
Yeah.
Okay. For Ulani?
29, unable to function.
Okay. Unable to function. Ulani Young, Justice Court warrant, criminal trespass in third degree, releasing on own recognizance. Court dates 10/15 at 9:30. Not to return to the scene of alleged crime or have any contact with alleged complainants or witness. Then we have Richard Stock.
Uncooperative.
Okay. His two matters, a new charge of burglary in the third degree, criminal trespass, appointing a lawyer for him. His court dates will be 10/2 and 10/6 at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. Not to return to the scene of alleged crime, not to initiate contact with alleged complainant or victim. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 secured appearance bond. All right, on the other one is
That is combative as his reason, number 2.
no, I'm not up to him yet. No, 24. The other one is on Stock, is a warrant from 2009. Interference with judicial proceedings and failure to appear. Appointing a lawyer for him. His court date will be October 1st at 8:30 up there. Bond is set in the amount of $500, and not to initiate contact with any alleged victim. Now, number 2 and 25.
Combative.
Combative? Okay. And by the way, number 2, we just received a victim statement. Unlawful use of means of transportation. Appointing a lawyer for him. His court date will be at 175 West Madison at 8:30 for 10/2, and a witness from hearing set on October 6th. No contact with alleged victim. No weapons, no alcohol. Gets out, contacts the probation officer in 72 hours. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. And it's got a probation violation. Appointment. It's got a lawyer on that. I better just play it safe. I'm going to amend this one.
Which one?
Number 25, because just so there's no issue about the attorney appointing for it. Once again, appointing an attorney for him, and the court date was October 3rd for revocation arraignment hearing, 201 West Jefferson, 8:30. Alleged to violate term 1, not to possess any weapons, no drugs, prescription, no alcohol, and contacts the probation officer in 72 hours. Bond is set in the amount of $500. I think that's a wrap. Okay, we can go off the record now.
Good, Andy. Sit down, you good. Upstairs. Go have that guy stand up.
Gentlemen, just have a seat for now, and then when the judge gets here.
She's coming.
She is?
She's coming, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Hasn't been up.
John? Right over here. And when I say all right, get up in a minute.
1 second. I thought that was her.
All right. Okay. Get up.
Be seated.
Kinda quick, what I gotta do.
Somebody now.
Hi, Officer Sergeant Cindy Minetti at the Search Warrant Center. I have your warrant. Are you ready to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm that the information contained in the affidavit and warrant are true and accurate to the best of your personal knowledge, information, or belief? Okay. I have signed it. Good luck. Bye-bye. Did I just get a email from the county attorney?
Oh, she's just letting me know on what cases she will be agreeing.
Okay, I think she said 13 and 14. Can you answer her back and say I'm planning on the $250 cash?
Okay, I will listen.
All right, this is the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar. I'm going to call you in individually. You're going to state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'm also going to give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. If it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Phone numbers for the various bonding companies are located in that jail area. You call any one of them, they will collect calls. If it's a cash bond, then you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'm also going to tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scenes of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come into the courtroom, you're going to go behind the podium. Please be aware, this is all being video recorded. So do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, the court staff there is going to give you your paperwork. If you look at it, it's going to show you what you've been charged with, whether you're were appointed an attorney or not, where, when, what time your next court appearance is, then whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then it'll have a list of all your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, Arizona law, and your current charges. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. Finally, for the record, the orders for 10 fingerprinting and the taking of DNA samples that were made on the first calendar of this month, September 2025, shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Can I have John Gallup come on in, and then Christopher Lopez to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
John Gallup, 7/11/85.
All right, you have two matters. The first one is a failure to appear warrant for one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, October 2nd at 8:30. When you didn't go to court, the judge set your bond at $750. Now you've got new charges, alleging one count of possession for sale of narcotic drugs, Class 2 felony, and one count of obstruction, refusing to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, October 2nd at 8:30. Now, I'm also setting an evidentiary hearing on the very next day, October 3rd at 1:30. So, Arizona has a criminal rule of procedure, 4.2A7A, and basically what it says is if you're out on release, like you were, and you allegedly commit a new felony, you're non-bailable. But you get to challenge that with your attorney. And that's going to happen at that evidentiary hearing on October the 3rd at 1:30. Okay?
Good.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. right there.
Thank you.
Christopher Lopez, come on in. Luis Pisano, to the chair outside the courtroom. Okay, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Christopher Lopez, 06-1907.
And did the county attorney, did she stay on the record or no? She is? County attorney, do you want to announce?
Yes, Your Honor. Good evening. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Okay, sir, you're here on the Superior Court new case alleging 2 counts of burglary in the 2nd degree, Class 3 felonies, 13 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felonies, 3 counts of attempted burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 5 felony, and 1 count of theft or control of stolen property, Class 6 felony. These are various dates of offenses in September of this year. Let me also tell you that prior to coming to court, I received, reviewed, and considered victim statements from a David Casper, a Mandy Queen, a Randy Stanrich, a David Lucero, a Hector Grijalva, Edward Quintero Vega, and Philip Ramsey. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would like to be heard quickly. Your Honor, the state did review the very lengthy probable cause statement by Detective Roller of the who is the assigned detective on this case, Your Honor. It was approximately 24 pages and goes into great detail, so the state won't rehash the details of his probable cause statement. Along with the probable cause statement, the state did review every single one of the victim impact statements. What struck the state most is across the board, Your Honor, every single one of the victim's impact statement made a comment about how these alleged crimes have affected them, how they no longer feel safe in their homes, Your Honor. They no longer feel that sense of security as well. The suspects are alleged to have taken items out of vehicles, which includes everything from work property to guns to tools to luxury handbags, Your Honor. The totality of the damages and the items stolen are still being calculated. However, Your Honor, the concern for the state is due to the significance and the amount of victims. The state has no reassurance that if the suspects are released, that they will not continue to behave in this sort of manner, to continue this sort of criminal activity. So based on this, Your Honor, the state is requesting a high cash bond. The state is requesting no contact with any of the victims. The state is requesting electronic monitoring, no contact with either suspect. That includes the next suspect, Your Honor, who is Luis Pisano for this suspect. The state is requesting no weapons, no alcohol or drugs, no returning to the scene. And any other conditions, Your Honor, sees as fit. But just due to the extent of damage, and the state's not just talking about the physical damage and the property stolen, but the emotional and mental damage that these suspects have created in the victims, the state does believe that a high bond is appropriate. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. So, sir, your next hearing is going to be a status conference on October the 2nd at 8:30. I'm setting a $250,000 cash-only bond. You are not to return to any of the scenes of crimes, no contact with any of the alleged victims, no contact with the alleged co-defendants, the people that you were with, no possessing of any weapons. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Luis Pisano, come on in. James Barton to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Luis Pisano, 05/28/2004.
All right, you are here on a Superior Court new case alleging 2 counts of burglary in the 2nd degree, Class 3 felonies, 13 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felonies, 3 counts of attempted burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 5 felony, and 2 counts of theft of control of stolen property, Class 6 felony. Again, these are various dates of offenses, all in September of 2025. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. And again, prior to coming to court, I received, reviewed, and considered victim statements from David Casper, Mandy Queen, Randy Stanbridge, David Lucero, Hector Grijalva, Eduardo Quintero Vega, Philip Ramsey. Counsel, did you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. And for the record, Your Honor, Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state. Your Honor, the state, again, did review the 24-page probable cause statement that Detective Roller of the Goodyear Police Department did submit. Your Honor, the state also reviewed every single one of the victim's impact statements. Again, Your Honor, across the board, the thing that was stood out to the state was the violation of safety and security that these suspects are alleged to have committed. Your Honor, again, they're alleged to have taken employer property, guns, tools, luxury handbags, garage door controllers, Your Honor. So the state does take this very seriously. The total value of everything is still being calculated, Your Honor. The state also would note that in the victim's impact statements, many of the victims, but some of the victims did state that they're unable to work now because of the items that were taken allegedly by these suspects. So this is an ongoing issue for these victims, and the state does believe that a high bond is appropriate. The state is asking for the same conditions as the state did for the other suspects, Your Honor, that were laid out in the state's written recommendation. But for those reasons, Your Honor, also due to the amount of victims that are alleged to have been violated by these suspects, the state stated that they did read the victim's impact statements, but the victim's impact statements don't include all of the victims that are alleged to have been violated by these suspects. So the state, again, is asking for a high cash bond, as well as the conditions that are laid out in the state's written recommendation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, October the 2nd at 8:30. I am setting a cash-only bond of $250,000. You are not to return to any of the alleged scenes of crime, have no contact with any victims, have no contact with your co-defendants, and you are not to possess any weapons. Understood? Get your paperwork from the court staff. James Barton, come on in. Counsel, were you going to appear on any other cases?
No, Your Honor. Can the state be excused?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
James Wayne Barton, 6471.
And Giovanni Acosta to the chair outside the courtroom. Okay, sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated assault on a first responder. That's a Class 5 felony. One kind of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference October 2nd at 8:30. Let me tell you that the county attorneys had asked for a bond of $25,000 because you don't really have a current record. You have some old felonies. I did not impose that, but you are going to have a bond of $2,500, not cash. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, the officer. And you are not to possess any weapons. Can you print this one out again, too? Yeah. Sorry. And you are not, if you post that bond, you're going to be on pretrial services supervision with alcohol and drug testing. Understood?
Yes.
All right. Court staff will bring you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Giovanni Acosta, come on in. Tavius Roberts to the chair outside the courtroom. Giovanni Acosta? Tavius Roberts to the chair outside the court. State your name and date of birth.
Giovanni Acosta, March 5th, 1995.
You have a failure to appear warrant for 2 counts of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felonies. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, October 2nd at 8:30. Set a $2,000 cash bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Tavius Roberts, come on in. Audrey White to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth. 1/4/2003. All right, you've got a probation violation warrant for your probation that you're on for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 4, and 5. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, October 3rd at 8:30. Set a $750 bond. If you post that bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Audrey White, come on in. And Terrell Whitfield to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Andre Jamal White, 11/13/94.
Okay, you have a West Mesa Justice Court warrant for one count of failure to appear, which when you have a court appearance and you don't show up, then you get another charge. That's a Class 2 misdemeanor. You will have a lawyer appointed for you for the limited representation regarding the bond issue. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, October 1st at 8:30. They had asked for a bond of $1,000. I reduced it to $200.
Gotcha.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Terrell, come on in. Charles McLaughlin to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Terrell Whitfield, 8/9/97.
All right, you've got 2 warrants. They're from Goodyear Municipal Court. First one is for one count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. This allegedly happened November 4th of 2023. You'll have a lawyer for limited representation regarding the bond issue. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, October 1st at 8:30. They had asked for a bond of $500. I reduced it to $100. And on the second one, same thing. This is from Goodyear Municipal Court. It's a warrant for criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, Class 3 misdemeanor. This allegedly happened November 11th of 2023. You'll have a lawyer appointed for you at the next hearing for limited representation regarding the bond issue. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, October 1st, 8:30. Again, they had asked for a bond of $500. I reduced it to $100.
Yes, ma'am.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Charles McLaughlin, come on in. Derek Simmons to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Charles McLaughlin, October 2nd, 1963.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one count of theft, Class 5 felony. This allegedly occurred July 22nd of this year. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, October 10th at 8:30. I'm going to release you on an ankle monitor. You're going to be monitored by pretrial services, and you will have curfew restrictions. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Derek Simmons, come on in. And then Alfred Davis to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Derek Simmons, 8392.
Okay, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 10th at 8:30. I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court. Now, did you hear all the people that failed to appear?
Yeah.
And then they get a bond?
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens.
You said the 2nd, right?
Pardon?
Oh, you said what day? The 10th? At 8?
The 10th. It'll be on your paperwork.
Okay.
Just don't miss court, okay? All right, get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got a warrant I have to do quick. And where is our book? I owed you a book.
That one? The 950?
I'm used to it there, but I kind of like it there. Hey, it's going to be a long night with me. Just tell me. Hi, Officer Cindy Nanetti at the Search Warrant Center. So, question, I mean, horrible driving here, but then he's running in the backyard, he gets tased. What other than the horrible driving do I have that he's under the influence? So, are you telling me nothing? Because I can't sign this. Have you talked to the paramedics? Did they have any information? Did you talk to medical staff? All right, well, I'm going to send this back for more information because right now you don't have it. Okay. Yep. Well, right now, I didn't turn it down. I just sent it back for more information. Okay, bye. Got a second one.
Officer McCann?
Hi, Officer McCann, Cindy Nanetti at the Search Warrant Center. Are you ready to be sworn?
I am.
Do you swear or affirm that the information contained in the affidavit and warrant are true and accurate to the best of your personal knowledge, information, or belief?
I do.
Okay, granted it. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yep. All right. So, Alfred, come on in. State your name and date of birth.
Alfred Davis, July the 6th, 1970.
Okay. So, I was told that you were unable to read the fugitive of justice information. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to tell you some of the basics, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I can't really have you waive any of your rights because you weren't able to read it. But I'm going to go through some of the information. So you have a warrant here from the state of Indiana on a parole violation. You have a choice. You would have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to Indiana within 30 days. Or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before they can send you back. Now, either way, because it's a parole violation, you can't be released.
Right.
Okay? So you're going to be held non-bailable in the Maricopa County Jail. I'm going to give you another court hearing, which will be on October the 6th at 1:30. Okay? Now, you're not eligible for a court-appointed an attorney, but you can hire an attorney at your own expense if you choose. You're not entitled to bail because it's a parole violation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at your next hearing, the judge will go through with you all your rights that you would have to give up if you waive your right to an extradition hearing. Okay? But because you weren't able to read all that information, I'm going to say that you're not waiving your right at this point. You can do that later. I have to hold you non-bailable. But this will start the time counting for the states, the governors of both states, Arizona and Indiana, have to get a governor's warrant in order to extradite you. Okay? That time will start by tomorrow. Yes.
I have a case pending here. I mean,
you have a case pending here?
Yes, ma'am. I've been arrested here for a case, and I would like for them to wait to see the outcome of this case because I'm not guilty of the charges that they charged me with.
The ones here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's what violated the parole because I got arrested. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know anything about your case here, but were you appointed an attorney?
Well, that just came in Wednesday.
You're going to have a hearing on Wednesday?
No, ma'am. I got booked in this jail Wednesday, and I have a court hearing for the 30th.
For the 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But were you given an attorney?
Not to my knowledge, I wasn't appointed an attorney.
Is there any way you can look it up? See if he has an attorney appointed? Because if you were appointed an attorney, then you can talk to your attorney about this as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a look and see if we can see whether you were appointed a lawyer. Now, on this case, you're gonna see another judge on October the 6th at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's good. It'll be after your next court hearing.
Exactly.
So even if you were to, let's say, waive your rights today, you'd still be held until those other charges are...
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So this way, we won't waive our rights today, but it'll start the time starting for the governor's warrant. But then by the 6th, you'll know more about your current charges. Does that make sense?
You was appointed an attorney.
You were appointed an attorney.
What is my attorney name and how can I
It's
contact?
probably the public defender's office.
Okay.
So you can probably get that number from the court
public
staff.
defender's office?
Yeah, and then they will tell you the name of your attorney who's been assigned. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any other questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you.
So wait, one more question.
Yeah.
So you say if I waive my right for extradition, they have to get governor to governor to come together?
There's two things. You can either waive your right and then you don't do the governor's office stuff.
Right.
You just waive all your rights. But the thing about that is, usually they have to come and get you within 30 days.
I don't want that. I want the outcome of my case. Really.
Yes, because
so how I go by that?
You can't go within 30 days. They would have to wait until your current case is disposed of.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, she's going to print out your paperwork. So you can go have a seat in there, and then they'll bring you your paperwork. And then we have Juan Paradis. Date of birth is 10/9/84. And he is a house call because he's disruptive. He has a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of robbery, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent him. His next hearing is going to be a status conference, October 2nd at 8:30, and I've set a $50,000 bond. All right, let's go do our